Alright, YouTube. It's gonna be part one of this here Cushman restoration. I'm not sure how this even went together. My father took it apart like 7 years ago. So, I might not figure out how it goes back together, but I'm gonna try. A couple months ago, I tried to get this thing. Well, I was gonna restore it a couple months ago, but I couldn't get this thing to run. This is the engine. We had it running for like a minute, not even a minute. It was like, got to turn over and then it'd die.
Go for it.
So something needs to be cleaned on here. When I first tried to clean this up, I used a sandblaster and one of them die grinders on air. It really wasn't working, so I'm gonna try one of these and one of these. And this thing should be able to get into all the tight corners in there like that. I'll just switch them out. Most of it's already done. I'm hoping to have it painted. It's getting pretty cold, so I want to get painted before it gets too cold. I'm gonna hang it from here with a wire, like I did with the mini bikes. Hopefully the wire's strong enough. Put it right through the, I ain't big on the bike lingo, but put the wire through there, whatever that is. Center spindle, something, I think it's something like that. Spindle, no. That's where the forks go. I don't know what it's called. I'm gonna hang it right there. Gotta get the bolt out of here. Alrighty, YouTube. I haven't updated you guys in a while, but there it is. Get the back wheel on, the front wheel on. The front forks are mangled. Painted them, and I had to hammer this on. So I got to repaint them. I'm probably going to end up repainting it all over again. I just want to see if I can get it together. Then I'll redo everything. But yeah, I put the seat on. I think I did it right. I don't know. I just put them bolts there. They're not tight or anything, but I think there's a battery that goes here or something, so I think it's got to be accessible, and I'm not sure how you're supposed to screw those things on, so, and when you're sitting on it, they're not going to come off, so I'm going to leave it just like that. Kickstand was a pain in the ass, but I'm on to working on the engine. Took the flywheel off. The point's right there, and there's a lobe on this, so it opens. Now the points are closed. Now they're open, and now they're shutting. So when it used to be in the highest spot, like 20 minutes ago, that was barely open. The points were barely open, so I think that's why I wasn't getting a good spark. I don't have feeler gauges, but got this piece of sandpaper. I tested the thickness with calipers, digital calipers. You're supposed to have it 0.20, and the sandpaper I got, two of them stacked together, they got adhesive on it, and they're 0.19. So I just made it a hair bigger. This should get me close enough to see if it's gonna run. They sanded the points too, tried to clean them up if they were dirty. I'm gonna slap the flywheel back on and see if it at least fires, hopefully. So, alright, I just took the valve cover off. The walls look fine. Everything looks alright. Inside looks like it came right off a freaking showroom floor. So yeah, I'm gonna clean it up. It's got good compression. At first I thought the exhaust valve was stuck, so I was like, oh sweet, that's the problem. But that wasn't it. Alright, YouTube. I've been out here for 20 minutes, came out here this morning trying to get this thing to turn over, and I couldn't get it. I think the carburetor's just junk. I tried to clean it, and I punctured the a seal in here. So I was gonna buy a new carburetor, but they're like $130 for a brand new one, just like this. Then I was watching YouTube, the American Pickers, because I looked up Cushman on YouTube. There was like a minute-long video with Mike, or I forgot the other guy's name. Not Mike. Mike and the other guy, whatever his name is. He was talking to a lady. He's like, oh, they got the upgraded Mikuni carburetor. So I looked that up, and I found one on eBay for $40. So I was like, shit, I'll order that. And he said it made it run better. I'll throw in a clip right here.
You know, this is a little nicer model. This is an Eagle. What's really cool about these is they look more like a motorcycle than a scooter. They got a teardrop tank. They've got a saddle seat. And you can even get white walls for them. It's been modernized a little bit. It's got a Mikuni carburetor on it. That's actually make it run a little bit better.
Yeah.
So yeah, I did that. I was like, shit, maybe I know I had a carburetor from the snowmobile, but I didn't know how big it was, and this is just too big. So I said, that's not gonna work. So a couple months ago, I ordered a new carburetor for that green mini bike right there, because it's missing a piece that goes right in here. It was only like $10. So I was like, hey, I wonder if that'll bolt up onto there. It's not exactly the same bolt pattern, but I got one bolt in it, and just tried to kick it over, and it wouldn't fire. Then the last time, it's like, all right, if this doesn't fire this time, I'm going inside. Kicked it over, started running, had to pull the plug to turn it off, and so I'm gonna see if I can get it to go again. So stay tuned. All right, here we go. It's been a couple days since the last part of the video, but I didn't record any of this, but got the back brake all hooked up. I got the shifter on. That's probably gotta come back off to put the gas tank on, but I did take the gas tank off it when that was on it. And gotta get some new handlebars. I got this carburetor, $40 on the eBay. Didn't even come with an air filter. The ad had a picture of the air filter, but these don't line up, so I think I'm gonna have to buy a $40 manifold or make my own, but I don't have any gas for the welder, so I can't weld one.